I am in the Nana area of Bangkok, heading up Soi 2. Your landmark is the JW Marriott here on Sukhumvit. I'm going to go up Soi 2, 3 or 4 blocks to the Bangkok International Dental Hospital. A pretty popular spot for expats and all English speaking staff. Makes it helpful for me. And I'm just getting a cleaning today. Super affordable rates, even at what is probably one of the more expensive dental hospitals in town, compared to a dentist you'll see one on every corner. Just a small shop. Sometimes it's just a dentist, maybe a dentist and a receptionist. I'm sure you can get a little bit better rate, but for not much more, I'm just going to one of the better places in town, not do any experimenting. So let's go get my teeth cleaned. Now, I have Blue Cross dental insurance in the United States. They do direct billing with one clinic here in town, but the reviews weren't so great. So I'm going out of network to this place, and they provide you with all the proper receipts and something they call a medical certificate, which you're supposed to mail in, but mail takes 3 weeks from Bangkok to the US. So Blue Cross, in my case, and hopefully your insurance will do the same, said just JPEG us or email a JPEG and we'll reimburse you at, I think it's, well, it depends on the procedure. For cleaning, I think it's 100%. I had a little cavity, not a cavity, a filling pop out, and they replaced that. I think I paid a whopping $40 cash, and Blue Cross says they'll reimburse it at 50%. So I don't even know if I'll bother. And I'm paying about 45-50 bucks a month for the insurance. So I guess I'll have to consider if it's worth keeping. I do have a lot of crowns in my mouth, so those need replacing once in a while. So I'll probably keep it. Again, I'm walking down Soi 2. I'm 1 block over from the craziness of Soi 4 and the Nana Plaza. If you're gonna do a lot of partying in Nana Plaza, here's the DoubleTree. That's an easy walk. The Marriott, it's right next door. Of course, that is normally 100 bucks a night plus. This DoubleTree, I think, is a little bit more affordable. And I see my dental hospital down on the right. So consider Soi 2. I'd avoid staying on Soi 4. That's like staying on the first floor of a hotel on the Las Vegas Strip. I thought the highway right behind this building divided Nana into Plonchit, but apparently this is Plonchit. So what do I know? I'm right on the edge of Plonchit and Nana. I definitely know Nana Soi 4. Not too many high rises over here on Soi 2, but plenty of these 8-story buildings. This is the area you'd like to settle in. We're not far from the American Embassy and Lumpini Park, and of course Nana. Here's another, what looks to be a somewhat affordable place, the Sure Stay Plus Hotel by Best Western, right around the corner from Nana Plaza. And at the end of the street, there's a big, I'm looking at it, Calvary Baptist Church, if that's your thing. All right, so here it is, the Bangkok International Dental Hospital. Looks like a 6 or 7-story building. Super clean, state-of-the-art. Anything you're gonna find in a nice Western dental office, you'll find here. Now, in Bangkok, and like a lot of countries, I know in Mexico, they do things a little different. You won't have one primary dentist to do every procedure. There'll be a root canal guy, oral surgeon, all separate. So you'll go in here to the top floor, check in. They'll take your blood pressure and make sure you're healthy, ready for some dental procedures. Check you in and then tell you what floor to go to, depending on the procedure. Floor 3 might be cleaning, floor 4 might be oral surgery, that kind of thing. I just started here at the larger hospital, so who knows where I'll end up at Bangkok, and this is right in the center. They also have a shuttle that takes you right over to the BTS, but it's an easy walk. So like I say, you start off with a blood pressure check, make sure you're healthy, and then in my case, I'm proceeding up to the 4th floor. You can see it's a nice clean lobby. It's a really nice place. And please don't ask me in the comments what it'll cost for your individual procedure. Just get a hold of the clinic, email them. Everybody's different, and they'll give you a price. It's going to be roughly half of what it costs in the US, if not less. Even my insurance co-pays, the cash price is less than the co-pays, if that gives you an idea. And then I submit to insurance and get 50% back of what I paid. So now this room here is the consultation phase. When you come here as a new patient, you'll go in, see that dentist, and he or she basically goes over your mouth and all the procedures they feel you need. They write it up. In my case, I was good to go, except for the one filling that popped out. He was in agreement. So we scheduled that procedure actually the next day, unlike in the US where it might take 2-3 weeks to get in to see your dentist. They're pretty good here. They work 7 days a week and 8 o'clock at night on the weekdays. So I don't know how many dentists they have here at the dental hospital, but it's enough to keep things moving. Now this little area over here, that's where you pay. So as soon as you're done with your procedure, they present you with a bill and you're expected to pay, either cash, credit card, whatever. And then you deal with insurance if you have it on your own. In my case with Blue Cross, they did not do direct billing. Now, I think they do direct billing on other insurances because they had to look up if they did Blue Cross or not. So that tells me maybe Aetna or some others, they do direct billing. So I just finished the procedure. I asked the young lady if I could film back there, and they asked me not to, but everything was sparkling clean. So I respected that and did not film the offices, but like I say, they're as clean as anything you're going to find in any nice facility. I then came over here and I paid more than I thought. I paid 1,700 baht, which is about $48. I'm sure you could get your teeth cleaned for half of that at some of these smaller dentist offices in town. But like I say, I started here at the fancier expat facility, paid the $49, and I'll submit it to insurance, and I believe I'm reimbursed at 100% for cleanings anyhow. I did do a full set of x-rays when I came in as a new patient for that cavity, I keep saying cavity, that filling that popped out, and I believe I paid $45 for one of those fancy x-ray machines. So that was a relatively easy procedure. They do have a golf cart where if you call ahead, I'm sure they'll meet you at the BTS, either Plonchit or Nana. It's not that far. At the very end of this soi here is the BTS, and Plonchit is a block that way. Nana BTS is 2 blocks that way. Again, we're in soi 4, which I assumed was Nana, but one of these buildings over here says Plonchit, so maybe this is the dividing line, because definitely the next street, soi 4, is the Nana Plaza. So like I said, I paid a little bit more than I expected, $48, 1,700 baht for my teeth cleaning. It was done by the dentist with one of those sonic tools and polishing. Basically an exam to confirm with the consultation dentist to make sure everybody's on the same page, and they were. A second opinion, I guess. It was a different dentist. And as far as the price, I don't know what I was expecting. This is probably one of the more expensive dental hospitals in town. Maybe you can find something a little more expensive, but you can certainly find something way more affordable if you're on a tight budget and paying cash. Myself, I'm fine paying the $48 and waiting a month or two or whatever it'll take to, I either get 90% or 100% of preventative charges. I'm sure Blue Cross Dental is more than happy to give me the $48 instead of paying my dentist in California $200 or $300. So overall, a very nice experience. Don't be afraid to go to the dentist in Bangkok any more than you're afraid to go in any other place in the world. But you might want to pay the little extra if you can afford it, and just go to one of these fancier, nice dental hospitals rather than the guy wedged in between two bars on the busy street with a small dental offices. I'm sure some of those dentists are perfect, but you might have to experiment with 2 or 3 before you find the person you're comfortable with. One thing my dentist did mention is they number teeth differently here in Bangkok. So if you're a dentist person like me and you know, oh, I have a crown on number 2 tooth or whatever, it may not be the number 2 tooth in Bangkok. I guess they count the teeth differently, is what she was explaining to me. So just keep that in mind. If you already know you need some work and your dentist has told you number 1, number 17, number whatever, 32 needs attention, it's going to be a different tooth here in Thailand. One other thing, if you are getting reimbursed by your insurance, and I'm from the United States, that's all I know, you have to not only get a receipt, but they give you something, a medical certificate. I forgot when I left the dentist office, I asked the cashier about the medical certificate. No problem, she ran back and the dentist in 2 minutes basically just printed out a medical certificate of what exactly she did today, what the procedure was, the tooth, that kind of thing. And then the cashier puts the receipt with the charges along with that medical certificate, and that's what you'll submit to insurance. Again, I'm not sure if it's a major problem if you just sent in a receipt, but make your life easier. The medical certificate is what you're supposed to have. And once again, I'm not affiliated with this outfit in any way, shape, or form. I just did a little bit of research and super positive reviews. If you want to check it out, see if it's right for you, this is busy Sukhumvit here, and this is Soi 2. Your landmark, once again, will be the JW Marriott on Sukhumvit, right below the BTS. You're just going to head down Soi 2, not even 2-3 blocks, and it's right on the right, the Bangkok International Dental Hospital. And if you Google it, you might see Bangkok International Dental Center. Those are the satellite offices. One's in a mall and one's in Siloam. I think there's 3 or 4 of the satellite offices connected to this dental hospital. But don't be surprised if you walk into one of those dental centers and, I don't know, let's say you need a root canal. They might say, well, you need to go to the dental hospital because that's where the oral surgeons do their thing.